Hello everybody, welcome back and thank you so much for joining us today. Today we're gonna go back to some of the basics, but I want to show you guys how to take advantage of the Scratch graphical area where you can actually build your own sprites. So we're gonna do today, we're going to build a turkey using shapes from Scratch. And thank you so much guys for joining us and subscribing. And for those of you who are not subscribed, please follow us so that you guys don't miss a video. And let's go ahead and give you guys a demo. So that was a quick demo for you guys. Let's go ahead and teach you guys how to do your own graphic. And then I'll show you guys the code for how I made the turkey dance and the disco ball and everything. First, let's go figure out how to do this turkey. Let's go to customs. So we're going to build our own new custom here so that you guys can see how to build one. I'm gonna start with the empty canvas. So this here is a canvas and it's empty. And the only thing that Scratch gives you are either circles or squares. But the cool thing about it is that you can manipulate the shape however you want. So I'm gonna keep my turkey here so I can kind of remember how I did it. So here's the first thing we do is create its body. And again, this is for you guys so you guys can start kind of getting ideas on how to create your own sprites, which would allow you to get more creative and have your own stories, your own characters. And we're gonna change his color. So I made a circle and I'm gonna change his color to brownish. If I can figure out how to get that brown, I'm gonna go with that. Yeah, I'll make him maybe a little darker. There, I'm gonna go with the brown. So that's my turkey's body, and I am going to have to put the head on it. Oh, so it's up to you guys, but I usually remove this outline because then I have to figure out how to incorporate it with the other shape, which would be the head. So I'm just gonna remove it and change it to the same color as. You can either remove it, like don't give it an outline, or you can change the color. In this case, I have to change the color because I already started with it. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna change it. With this bucket, you can change colors of items. So here you go. Let me see. Okay. So let's put it, I'm gonna put it right here on the side so you guys can sort of see it with the other one. Put the other one right there. Put it like that. So that's my original turkey that we're gonna try to build. Okay. Put them next to each other. The circle's slightly big, but we can resize that afterwards. So now let's do the head. The head is another circle. And then the little beak. The beak is a triangle, and as you guys see, we don't have a triangle here, but we can make our own. Let's change color. There. Oh, it's orange, so there you go. So to make the beak you just grab your arrow with the dot there and you press on the corner where you want to tuck it in. So all I'm doing is tucking it in, right? And you guys can zoom in by doing control and scrolling with your mouse up, or you can use these buttons down here. So here's my beak. Now with this item here, you just have to turn it so that it turns in the direction you want it. I'm gonna drag it in there and put it in his face. And now we're gonna do the little red thing right here. And again, let me get rid of this outline for now, so that way I know that it's not there unless I actually need it. Change that to red. Change my color. You can always choose the color first before you do the item, but I always tend to forget, so I'm gonna change this way and then grab it in there, just put it in there. And if you notice, it's underneath the other guy, under the beak. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna select it and we're gonna move it backwards. There we go. So now it has it on the back. And now we're gonna play around with doing the feathers. And I'm gonna zoom in a little bit for this guy. I kinda wanna see. Alright, we're gonna do, let's start with red feathers for now. We're gonna do ovals for that. And the easiest way to do this is to create one and kind of see if you like the shape and size of it. Put on top of your turkey, take it to the back. You might have to click it several times because sometimes it doesn't go. There we go. And see if you like it that size, right? That's the easiest way. Now then go select your arrow and just copy it, because you want all your feathers to kind of be the same size. So that would be easy for you guys to just copy and then flip them around however you need them on the other end. Then I need this guy over here, backwards. And again, I'm doing these for the purpose of teaching you guys how to make your own sprites on the actual Scratch tool. And obviously for those of you who are more artistic than I am, you guys have your own tools that you can probably use. I have zero artistic talents. Well, I guess I have the creative side on me, but I don't know how to draw. And my life depended on it. So now that we have that one, and I change it to yellow, I'm gonna copy it, I'm gonna paste it and bring another one to the other side. So I'm gonna keep doing these until I get all my feathers in. And remember, it's important to put them on the back, so make sure you select them. Sometimes it takes a few clicks, and bring them to the back. It's stubborn like that. Okay, let's see. Oh, and then you can determine how wide you want them here. So if you see here and here, I have a big gap. So I kind of want a big gap, so I'm gonna go with switching these a little more like that. So just move them around however you feel they look better, and continue doing that. Copy, paste, and let's see. And for the feet, I'm gonna show you guys the feet. The feet are very interesting. I played around with those before I could figure out how to do. Yeah, let's go with that one. I like that color. Now, this might not be a very realistic turkey, because I think turkeys are just plain brown. I think so. The last time I saw a turkey, I think I was maybe 7 years old, so I don't recall it very well. Like a real turkey, like a live turkey in a farm. That was the last time I saw a real turkey, like alive, like really. Yeah. Okay, so that's there. So we're almost getting there, and they're kind of uneven, like you can see here. So you can always select them if you do Control. Let's see if it, yeah. If you do Control Shift, you can select all your items and just move them around with the mouse or with the arrows on your keyboard, so they can kind of match the other side, sort of. Yeah. Now, You could also, if you really truly want them to be 100% even, it's let me show you. You can select them and then make a copy of everything and then paste that, then drag them to the other side where you want them and then just flip them around. That just came up to me right now. And then to angle them at whatever angle is it that you need them. Oh, but at this point your things are flipped, so let me see, how do we flip them back? We might be able to go the other way. No. Okay, maybe you cannot do that. Maybe there is a way. For those of you who kind of know how to do that, if you would let us know, please. But for now, I'm gonna continue doing them individually. We're almost there, so let's see. What feather do I want for those ones? What color? What color? I'm gonna go with a little more orangey. Yeah, that'll be good. Put that in the back. There we go. Copy that one and then paste it and then flip it to put on the other side. And these sprites don't have to be 100% like super artistic. I mean like perfect, because it's your own creation, so you guys get to do what you want, your own character. And it's good to have a different styles. It doesn't have to be 100% the same copy of something. Let's see. Now I'm gonna do my last feather. Last feather on the turkey. So how I got my inspiration for figuring out how to do the turkey, I went online and googled a lot of turkeys for and I just started staring at them and checking out kind of like the shapes, on how the shapes are and on how people draw turkeys. So kind of did my research before I started actually doing this. Okay, so now let's go ahead and show you guys how to do the little legs. So for the legs, let me change the color before I start doing that. There, sort of. There we go. So I did this, right? I know I wanted a skinny little leg, because turkeys usually have skinny little legs, and I knew I needed a bottom. So if you guys see, it's very hard to see, but let me zoom in so you guys can see how I do it. Okay, so I made a rectangle, and now I need to make the toes on it. So what I did is I went and grabbed this pointer with the dot on it up here, and I just click on this dot and drag it out, and I drag the other one out, so to kind of make it like look like that. And you can use, so Scratch gives you this background that looks like little checkers. You can use those to your advantage, because if you like line it up here, you can kind of, okay, if you line them up with those squares, you can kind of see where your item is, and it'll give you a good perspective on how big it is. So then to make the toes, what I did is I clicked on any point and I started pulling in, and that arrow with the dot on it allows you to start putting clickable points in different areas. And if you look at this little thing, it allows you to make curves and stuff too. But what I'm trying to do is make its toes. So I don't want it pointy, I want it clicky. Sorry guys, start making my own words. And then we just start clicking and making toes. I do not know how many toes a turkey has, so we're gonna go with 4, because that's how usually people put. Okay, there we go. So now if you look at it, let me move them up. The legs kind of look a little too wide, they don't look, so you can always go back and put your little dots in there and start pulling in so that they can look more like legs. There we go. So now our turkey looks like he has legs. Well, he has one leg. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this leg and paste it so they have two legs that look exactly the same. And you can leave them at the front or you can put them on the back. I decided to put mine on the back, but it's up to you guys. There we go. There we go. Now my turkey has legs. And we're gonna do the eyes. And the eyes are just simple circles. And in this case, I do want to put an outline, a black color outline. Oh, what did I do that for? And I'm gonna make the inside wide. Wait. Right here. Okay. Let's see. And like always, try it first. See if you like the size of the item you're doing, and then if you need another one, just copy and duplicate it. It's the easiest way to make sure they're balanced or the same size. Okay, so that's the outside of the eye. Let's put that. Oops. Let's not do that. Okay, let's click away. Have another one. Now I'd want the outside of the eye. I mean the inside of the eye. So I need the eyeball. There. There. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and click on both of the items here. And then copy them and paste it and then kind of line it up to make sure that the turkey has two eyes. Alright. And now we just need the little hands, the arms. And I made the arms slightly lighter because that way you guys can see them. If you make them the same color of the body, then it's gonna be really hard to see them. There we go. So if you notice that I just copied the color of the body and then lighten it up a little, so that way I didn't have to go figure out how to find the brown again. Oh, okay, I'm doing that again. I'm doing the outline. I don't need outline. At least I don't want outline. Oh. And then we need this guy. There we go. We need two ovals, but we're gonna make one first. There we go. Oops, my eye turned. Sorry, I just noticed the eye turned the color of the okay, so then I'm gonna change the color again. I noticed that the eye had turned the color that I had changed it to. Okay, there's the hen. Oh, the hen is too tiny. So you're gonna estimate kind of how big you want it. Yeah, no, it's too big. Yeah, maybe. Alright, so now we're gonna copy this one and put on the other side. We're gonna turn it the other way. I'm gonna turn you guys a little this way and put you more towards the edge. And there you have it. That's the turkey. So I did all the color, everything on. Okay, so this is our turkey now, and you can see it is made with shapes, just simply shapes. So all we had was two shapes. Oh, I noticed that my turkey does not have an outline on his eye. Make Make sure we put that in there. There we go. So this is our turkey, and it's all made out of shapes, and that's one way you guys can do your designs. Or you can grab those Korean sprites that they have on here and just modify them. So now to make the features of making it dance, I'm gonna make a copy of it, duplicate it, so that way I can come back to the original one, highlight the whole thing, and then just group it. That way it doesn't move the parts. So now what I want to do is make it look like it's dancing or something. So the easiest way to do that, kind of like you guys saw, is make it more interactive. It changes colors to just the colors you want, and you can match the opposite feather if you want the color, or you can do them however you guys decide, the rainbow or whatever you guys want on it. There we go. So let's see, what else do I want? Let's do some pink, hot pink. So you can change that, and that will be your second sprite. So you just keep changing the actual sprite, and to move the little legs, you just move them around, or you can change this color like I just did accidentally. Now let's go ahead and change. You can change the rotation of the legs to make it like it's dancing. Change, and if you want to change back to the original, you can duplicate the original, and then you can change items on it. You're gonna have to ungroup it because the original is group, but you can change like the little legs, just change them around and have it look like it's dancing. So if you really want to see what it's doing, you just click through them kind of and see. So I'm gonna put this guy down here. So if you click on through them, you'll be able to see kind of like the motion of it before you actually start doing any code on it. There. So let's see, we're going to do the arms here too. Do 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 do. Doing some sort of a dance in there, and you can put hats on them or any item you guys want. You just keep changing it and making it look like it's doing things, and you just change little items here and there depending on how interactive you want it to look. And that's how, and you can also probably change like its eyes, like make it make the eyes a different color, or make them blink. Let's see, let's make our eyes, let's make it, no, not pink. Because I'm a pink eye. Oh, let's make him blue. Do 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 do. Ooh. That was missing. Okay, there's missing my outline. That's why it looks weird like that. There we go. So I just did this one for this guy, but for the other one, let's show you my first turkey. What I did was the original, then change the feathers and slightly open the arms, the leg moved. So if we look at it, it kind of looks like it's dancing. So you just play around with it. I added a hat to the last one. Play around with it, and it kind of shows you like it's looks like it's moving. All right. So now that we have that, I'm gonna show you guys how to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's maybe do one more on this guy. We're gonna duplicate the original one, and you can drag them in any order you guys want. It's pretty easy to do that. And we're gonna do, let me show you guys how I did the hat. The hat was really easy. I'm gonna do a green hat in this case. And obviously it depends how you want your hat to look. Like for sharp edges like this, you can always click on items and just tuck in, so you can make corners look more round by making more dots into them. So let me show you. Let's go this way. So you see how this is curved and this is pointy? So the way I made it curve was by making these little dots in it, right? Oops, you need to make two. And then this one. And then you just bring in your corner in, so that makes it look more. Obviously I kind of messed up because I messed around with the corner first. There. So there's my rectangle, and I put two of those dots on the corners, and I just bring it in, and I do the same thing on the other side. Whoops, I moved it. And I just bring it in. So now it looks more smooth on top. Make the bottom of the hat. I'll do the same thing here. So this little pointer tool here is very helpful to make a lot of different changes. You kind of have to plan it out and see what shapes you need. I mean, obviously you only have circle and square here, but you can make your own shapes by using those two. No. There we go. Sorta. Okay, so that's gonna be my turkey hat. I'm just gonna, alright, put it on it. Ta-da! Looks crooked. This turkey likes mint hats. Alright. So now I'm going to show you how I did the coat for it. And we're just going to zoom in. It's very simple. I just wanted to show you guys this basically how to create your own sprites, but it'll be also cool to show you how to make them come to life. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add this piece of code to the other turkey as well. So all I have to do is drag it into where I want it. And it's into the turkey I created last. And at this point I've copied this code into there. WC. Now I have it in there. So the thing that I did with this was to create, when the flag was clicked, I switched my turkey custom to the next custom. So it has 5 customs. And in this case, my other turkey has 5 customs, right? As well. So then I'm playing this music. Oh, and I also imported music. So I'm gonna show you guys how to import music in a little bit. Let me just finish explaining the code. So when I play this music and then it repeats for 24 times, and this number changes depending on how many actual different customs your character has. And just play with this one. I played with it till I figure it out. And all you do is change to the next custom, and then we wait for 5 seconds. And we always want to start changing our turkey to the original, so that we know when we click the flag we'll see the original turkey. So now let's show you guys how to get some music. So I usually get free music from YouTube. I think it's YouTube Library. So YouTube has a lot of music that is already free and you can download and import into your Scratch. So they have this thing called studioyoutube.com, and I'll put a link on it for you guys below so you guys can go to it. But they have a lot of music that you can just go through and download, right? And it's free for you to use, as long as you're obviously not using it for sale. But that's the one I chose. But there's a lot of different things here. And here's your artist if you want to give credit to the artist, which is always important, right? That's how you can get your free music if you guys don't have access to any free music out there. Just go on YouTube and their studio and grab it from there. And again, I'll put a link to that below. So that's how I got that music. And I have my artist name right here. And I also give him credit on the scratch area. So thank you to this person, Patricios, for providing this music for this video. Now let's look at the ball. The ball is really easy. I just wanted it to be spinning, so I just changed the custom. And this ball here, guys, is just basically the soccer ball. Let's look at it. It's a soccer ball. I changed its color, and then I just made a copy of it to kind of rotate it slightly. I literally just got the soccer ball and started changing the color of it. So you can always grab the sprites that currently exist in Scratch and just change them to make it more personal. And then we have the background. Okay, so our background, if you guys notice, it changes colors as well. So the way we did that is when we click on the flag, the first thing we want to do is show the original background. And then we want to change the background the same amount as we did the turkey. And we change the color. We change the color effect by a certain number. You can always change this number and play around with it and see what it'll give you. And that's over here. It's over here on the looks area. And then we just wait. And we make sure you have these weights, because if you don't have those weights, it's just gonna not look as natural to the eye. But that's it. Let's go ahead and see how it looks. So let's make this guy bigger and see how we look now that we have 2 turkeys. So yeah, that was just simply, I wanted to show you guys again how to make your own sprites. It was very simple coding, just to kind of get you guys started on the idea of making your own characters. I think it's important for you guys to start learning how to do that, get creative, try to get that other side of you out there, because you can create your own games that you can share with people, and your little characters that you can probably share with people as well. And people can use your characters in their own games. And yeah, so I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.